What's up, your boy Vaughn? Another reaction. In today's video, we have how Adin Ross ruined his image in 5 years by a bando. He ruined his image by going to kick. We all know this already.
So you wake up one day in the year 2021 and Adin Ross is the biggest streamer
Nigga ruined his image by going that edgy route, hanging around Andrew Tate and shit.
in the world. He's bridging the gap between content creators in the rap industry, being the first person really to bring all of these popular artists on his stream. But over the years, something started to really change. Adin isn't that same streamer that's loved by everyone around the world anymore. In fact, nowadays, it seems like it's almost the opposite.
Like, niggas be wishing death on this nigga, telling him he need to die, like, gang. All because the nigga did a stream with Trump. It's that deep.
He has a bunch of negative stigmas tied to his name that made a large portion of social media really start to dislike him, which is a bit weird considering how much love he got just a few years ago. But what exactly sparked this change? Well, you see, early on, Adin was loved by many. He was at the top of the world doing collabs with some of the biggest creators, rappers, athletes, everything like that. And during that time, he was at the absolute peak of his career. At that point in his career, sure, there was still a few people that didn't really like him due to some of the things he was doing at the time or the jokes that he was making. Really, a lot of people just had a problem with.
Bro, this was crazy as fuck, bro. Boy, that's where that boy hell nah meme come from.
His entire sense of humor, and as time continued, that only started to get worse and worse.
You share me a spot.
I need to hit the gym, low key. Ain't no way.
No, yeah, it was ain't no fucking way, boy.
Why I wanna beat this motherfucking ass, boy? Ain't no boy. What the
This nigga Duke. We get it, Duke. You overly masculine, Duke. We get it.
A spot. I don't need a spot, bro. Come on. You guys on in.
Oh, I'm beating your ass. On D. Hey.
On D, gang.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. I told y'all, boy. I told y'all, boy.
The drama with Adin's career really started in like late 2022, early 2023, when Adin started taking a bunch of gambling deals, which at the time was
all this nigga do is gamble. All he do is gambling streams now. That's all he do now.
a growing thing within the streaming community, but the problem was other streamers on Twitch hated these deals that streamers like Adin were receiving because they felt like these streams were promoting gambling to
And a lot of these niggas ended up taking them. Like, fuck out of here.
a younger audience, and they also found it to be not only immoral but detrimental to the youth as well.
But the one thing that I did see was this clip of someone leaking that they were getting paid like 1 or 2 million per month to play on these websites. And how do casinos make money? By taking money from people. So $1 to $2 million of my audience's money is technically going to the casinos. Is that wrong? That's crazy. How do you sleep at night?
So this is when Adin first started to get himself within a lot of drama.
Where's Pokemon money? Ain't she like she over like losing her mind because she can't find a husband to much when she marrying herself
On Twitch because he started going back and forth with these streamers who were attacking him. And by now, for those of you that know Adin, you should know that he wasn't holding back at all. And that's how he started.
All Adin do is attack, go after women. He don't hold back against women. He don't talk crazy like this to male content creators.
Receiving more and more hate on social media, even finding himself banned on Twitch as well. Now, even though this ban was a brief ban for something minor, when Adin returned, he came back with an announcement that would completely change the trajectory of his career for the worse. And in Adin's case, he announced to the world that he was going to be switching to a platform called Kick. And as I said, this really only hurt his career more than it really helped it.
Well, everybody's on pins and needles across the country, particularly those platforms who are in the running for Adin Ross.
Gang, that nigga had kids and shit. Them niggas, look how these niggas just looking, gang. They don't give a fuck about this shit. Niggas don't even want to be here.
You ready to go, Adin?
Adin Ross was the first streamer to do a trailer, by the way. I think he was. I think he was the first streamer to do a trailer to announce he going somewhere.
Where's the powder?
Powder? What are you talking about?
So what's new? What's been going on this year?
You know me, man. I've just been living life. I've been really trying to figure out my stream.
Who in the process have you taken advice from?
Actually, my mom. You know me and my mom, we talk a lot.
You know what she. What's the major reason in your decision? I mean, it's not like you're an athlete.
Athlete? Shit, look at this fat ass, man.
Hey, bro, chill out.
You know me, man. I just want to win.
Man, can you shut your ass up, you egghead ass nigga? You ain't winning shit.
This nigga crying, bro.
Let's get to the point.
This is tough. I just want to win. I decided I want to take my talents.
Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining us. Adin wants to win.
Damn, don't you want to know where I'm streaming? Yo.
You see, the whole purpose of this Kick platform was to give creators more freedom than they had with Twitch. It gave creators a quote-unquote freedom of speech. They could gamble. They really had the ability to do remotely anything without receiving any harsh bans. And with Adin being the face of the platform, he never really got banned at all, which led to him doing and saying a lot of wild things without many repercussions at all.
So I'll still stream on Twitch if that's what you guys want. But what I will say is this. I'm going to Kick this week. I'm going to be doing Omegle, watching live sports, watching movies, prank phone calls, doing unlimited. We can literally watch together. I can off with you. No. No, I'm still celibate. But if I wanted to, we can do whatever the fuck we want. There's no terms of service over there. You guys can say whatever you want on my chat. Nobody can get fucking banned.
So with this switch over to Kick, that's when Adin started becoming much more of a controversial person than he already was. Very early into this transition, he found himself permanently banned on Twitch for a quote-unquote unmoderated chat, and once that happened, he kinda went off the deep end with his career. Yeah, he was still averaging thousands of views, but at this point, he didn't really care what he said on stream. He was expressing his real opinion. He wasn't biting his tongue for anything or anyone, and that's what led
Yo. What this bitch had turned off?
to him trending on social media almost every day for the completely wrong reason. You see, one of the main issues that caused Adin to get a lot of hate on social media very early on when he switched over to Kick was the fact that he was always speaking out very negatively against the LGBTQ community, and that's when he would start getting the label of being like homophobic, transphobic, things like that.
My pronouns are Z, Zem, Zir, and Zirs. I would refer to Mixed Cogdill. Mixed C is my teacher.
So
What the fuck happened to this cook? What that nigga Destiny? That's his name?
cringe, bro.
I don't think I will want my kid in this class. Am I reactionary? I wonder if Nathan has
Listen, bro. To all you guys that get to pick your pronouns, my pronouns is /them. Okay. Fuck all y'all, bro. Y'all are making the world a shitty place, bro. I'm gonna call you either a guy or a girl. I'm not calling you by a cat, by a turtle. I'm gonna fuck you got a tail of fucking whiskers. I'm gonna fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yo. This fucking Mike dead, y'all. Fucking Mike, this bitch died. So
Now, none of those labels really stopped Adin from being true to himself or speaking his mind on controversial topics. In fact, things only started to get worse when
look at this call game. Nick Fuentes, like, bro, look at this call, man.
Adin began platforming other internet personalities who were also very controversial. That list included people like Sneeko, who really isn't that bad compared to the other people Adin's had on his stream like Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes. These are people that a very large portion of the internet dislikes for obvious reasons, whether they're very red pill, misogynistic, racist, homophobic, literally anything under the sun. So when he started to platform people like this, that's when the internet began looking at him even more sideways. There was even a time where Adin went completely bald to try to look like Andrew Tate, which was
nigga was overly dick eating. Bro.
It's kind of funny at the time, but I feel like in the eyes of the internet, this is where Adin kind of entered the point of no return. But of course, time continued on, and with that, Adin was becoming less loved by the internet almost every day. And as I said, this trend of poor decision making really just continued on for Adin because he started getting into politics as well, which I feel like is never a good idea for streamers to do because regardless of whatever you support, there's always going to be someone you make upset, and that could just cause a bunch of other problems. I just feel like it's very unnecessary. But Adin got to a point where he was publicly supporting Donald Trump, and this support was very strong. In fact, it was so strong that he even got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do a stream with President Donald Trump, which he also got a lot of hate.
Why are you saying Trump like that? Donald Trump? What the fuck?
Opportunity to do a stream with President Donald Trump, which he also got a
Donald Trump? Gang, is you good?
A lot of hate for doing as well, and of course it's understandable, but like, bro, it's literally the president. That's a once-in-a-lifetime stream that not many people are going to pass up on. And when he did that stream, he had hundreds of thousands of live viewers as well, which even got him a shout out after the president got elected.
I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk Boys, Adin Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustin' with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
But anyways, after this stream with Trump, Adin of course only got more hate on social media, and this hate started becoming so bad that it wasn't just affecting Adin's streaming career, it started to really affect his personal friendships, his personal life, things like that. As much
bro, this nigga really got on the stand and shot out Adin Ross, Theo Vaughn, and Joe Rogan at the fucking inauguration game. Like, what is we doing?
Most of you probably know, Adin Ross was very close friends with the two other biggest streamers in the world in Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed, but as he became more of this controversial figure online, it seemed like these friendships really started to dwindle off. He wasn't collabing with any of these streamers the way he once did, they weren't really talking about each other publicly, and whenever Adin's chat mentioned these people to him, he just flat out said that he felt like they didn't really like him much anymore.
Like, whatever. It's just like, if people want to fuck with me online, they can. If they want to fuck me offline, whatever, cool. But it's like, yeah, whatever, bro. I'm not gonna fake it anymore, bro. I'm not gonna fake being buddy with people that don't want to be fucking cool with me, and it's just that simple. It has nothing to do with anything except the simple fact that I have self-respect for myself. And like, I know that like during dark times, I've been there for people, and if they don't want to be there for me during my dark or even good times, then that's it. That's it. It's that simple, bro. Like, it's not rocket science. It's just life. It's just the reality of life.
Now, while Speed never really came out and said anything negative about Adin or his fans, Kai Cenat, on the other hand, eventually got tired of all of these rumors and false allegations being put out by Twitter pages, Adin's community, even Adin himself, and that's when he finally
but just because we don't talk don't mean we enemies, gang. Like, it's that simple. V said that shit in the song. Adin gotta realize that just because we don't talk, that don't mean we enemies, bro.
Responded to everything on one live stream, but he addressed why he no longer collabed with Adin, stating that a large part of this was due to Adin's fanbase being racist, and the fact that Adin's manager even called him one night saying the N-word.
Tav called me late at night, 4 a.m., drunk or off something, out his mind. I swear to God, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Tav is a white man, by the way. He proceeds to say, from Nike to McDonald's, but bro, keep it real, bro. Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga?
Tav low-key funny as fuck. This shit had me crying when I first heard this shit.
He on my
Kai, stop faking it. You know you laughed at that shit when that nigga said that.
phone, calling me the N-word at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Kai gotta make it seem like that he ain't find that shit funny because You know he gotta, you know, the PR shit. He gotta make it seem like, oh, I called out a racist and shit like that.
You supposed to be a nigga manager, and you, what's up with you? But when it comes to this content shit, I'm not in the mental state to be in front of your niggas. As soon as a nigga of color hop onto the stream, it's straight watermelon and gorillas, nigga. I watch Adin streams a lot. Adin.
So at this point, things only continue to get worse for Adin. When you have one of the biggest streamers in the world saying that they don't want to work with you because your viewers are racist and your manager is saying the N-word and this and that, of course that's only going to drive more negative PR around your name. And that's basically exactly what happened. For a while, we didn't see Adin collabing with any of these popular figures that we once seen him collab with. Instead, all of these bigger streams that Adin started doing was with people who may have been popular, but they were also a bit controversial themselves. And that included people like 6ix9ine, who Adin did multiple streams with, people like Jake Paul, The Baby, academics, you know, just influencers like that who already have kind of this tainted image on social media. And if it's not people like that, it's usually some sort of UFC fighter or boxer, just people who don't really need to have a good public image or aren't really worried about their public image. And even though they didn't really care, they oftentimes still got a lot of hate for appearing on these streams as well. So even to this day, even with Adin trying to clean up his image and trying to be a little...
That nigga, Terrence, well, Adin not racist, man. I don't think Adin racist, but Terrence Crawford called Tiafimo a racist on Adin stream, and niggas was like, you can't be saying this while on stream with Adin Ross. But Adin not racist, gang. He's just an edgy white boy. That's all he is.
Less toxic and things like that on social media, he'll still find himself getting to a point of like not really caring about any of that, and then he'll go back on some rant that'll just ruin everything that he's been working on. Like for example, he recently started going on this rant about a popular rapper named Doshi, and that ended up being one of those situations where he just clearly went a little too far.
I hope everyone, Dochi rant? Oh dude, don't get me started on that. Hey, don't get me started on that bitch. Don't get me started on that industry plant. Don't get me started. You guys can say shit whatever you want about me, but one thing about me is I'm not an industry plant. I've been streaming for like a long time now. Fuck Dochi, the umbrella clip pissed me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit she is, bro. She deserves, bro. I'm not joking, bro. Stop listening to her music. Cardi and Abel, why would you give her a feature on a remix? You shouldn't have cleared it. She's just the worst.
I forgot about that remix, my nigga.
She's a piece of shit. She stole someone like that I used to know. She makes no good music. She's horrible. Jake Future, what's up, my dog? So fuck Dochi. Fuck Dochi. Fuck Dochi. Okay? She has zero talent.
So it should go what I was saying, that rant ended up getting Adin a ton of hate all over social media. The entire internet was calling him racist. He got into some serious beef with people who like knew Doshi personally. That whole thing got so out of hand that it even started ruining some opportunities Adin had lined up for himself.
I want to let you guys know I had a stream plan with a very famous basketball player. It canceled last minute because their PR called. So just with everything going on, so we gotta give it like 30 days, but off season will be good. I'm gonna stop coming at people hard and shit.
And truthfully, he still hasn't recovered from any of it yet career-wise, because on social media now, Adin has gotten himself this permanent label of being a racist. If you've been watching Adin,
like, yeah, but Adin not fucking racist, bro. Like, but how the fuck the internet go so soft?
For a long time, you should know that he's not actually racist. But when you have that
for real
label on the internet, it's kind of hard to get rid of. Like anything he's going to do is just going to come off like the wrong way. So unless he turns into like a newer version of Mr. Beast or something, I don't know how he's going to like flip this whole switch on his image. And that's really just a sad thing to say, because this is a person who was literally the biggest creator in the world just 5 years ago, and now it's got to a point where he has like this permanent hate wave that may stick with him for the rest of his career. Now obviously all we could do is wish for the best for Adin in hopes that he can flip this image, because if you've been watching Adin, like I said, you know that he's not really many of these things that people are saying that he is. I think the problem really stems from when he has a problem with one specific person, he kind of just goes in like at that person, and it seems like he's attacking a group of people. And
yeah, Adin just need to stop giving niggas his energy, stop responding and going off on everybody, for real. You going off on these random LA niggas that's trying to be like you. They stream and trying to be like you.
Maybe he does do it on purpose, you know, maybe to get some LMAOs in the chat.
Niggas threatening you through YouTube streams, like
Or get some clips, whatever it is, but that's how he gets these labels that people have given to him over these last few years. And hopefully one day he could clean all of that up, but for now, it seems like Adin has just really ruined his image within the past 5 years. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that matters to me is y'all's opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know what do you think about this entire situation. Do you believe Adin is this person that the internet is making him out to be? Do you believe that he's overhated? Do you think I'm just chatting?
yeah, he's overrated. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and about deuces. Adin, a lot of people say Adin put it on Kai and Speed. Nah, do I believe that? No, I don't know. But I do feel like Kai and Speed don't do enough for Adin. Adin did do a lot for Kai and Speed, bringing them on his platform, doing the E-dates, bringing them on the E-dates when Adin was the biggest ever, averaging 50K viewers and shit. Letting Speed live with him, like bringing Speed to LA and they living together and shit. And I feel like they don't do enough for that nigga. Like,